Hello everyone, this is Coach Gene of Drafting Lifestyle, and here we are again for another video tutorial that you can use for your AutoCAD class for house planning. So we are done with the first three structural plan or basic drafting, which is the foundation plan, and then we have the roof, wall footing and footing column details. Now, the next thing we are going to discuss or to give emphasis today ay yung pag-draft ng roof framing plan. Now, roof framing plan is a vital drawing that needs the strengths of the roof. Now, roof must withstand any natural phenomenon. For example, yung mga heavy typhoons, storm surge. So, kailangan, in order for us not to get wet inside the house, we need a strong roofing that could hold any major catastrophe. Okay, so what is a roof framing plan? Here it states that the roof framing plan in a residential dwelling is of three types commonly which are used. Number one, we have rafter type, truss type, laminated type. Pero ang roof framing by definition, it is called as, or it is being defined, as a structural design which used to strengthen the roof and shows the position of trusses, purlins, and other structural roofing designs. Okay? So kailangan may alam din tayo on how you are going to design your roof framing plan. Okay, but we are going to do the basic one. So here in our AutoCAD work, if you still remember, roof framing plan should be based sa ating roof plan. So roof framing plan now, if you are going to have it compared nung una, so mas maraming cutting ito compared sa mga bagong designs ngayon. So sa mga bagong designs ngayon, they are using shed roofing, which is very good and cost efficient. Now, since we did this in a roof framing plan na four-sided as a basic learning, so we are going to provide a roof framing plan for this kind of roof style. So, simple lang ang gagawin natin, If you still have your floor plan and your roof framing, you could just immediately edit this one. Pero kung wala, and then wala kayong soft copy, you have to do it, of course, by scratch. Pero how to do this? Simply, I'm just going to copy this one kasi may designs na tayo. Okay, i-copy ko lang to. Then, all you have to do is to bring it downwards. Okay. And then, once dito na siya, okay, all you have to do is to remove all unnecessary markings na hindi natin kailangan. Okay? So, ito, tanggalin natin this one. Let's move this one. Then, ito naman. And then this one that are not needed. Okay. Labas lang muna natin sila. And then, these multi-lines here na ginawa natin should also be erased. The only thing that we left here is this thick line that we have. Okay. Okay, so this is our what we call the floor area na ginawa natin in a made of hidden line. Of course, we have still the basic information. Ngayon, we have to first remember that we are going to have this kind of setup. Manually, alam na natin to, So, when you're going to do here, you are going to place one truss here and another whole truss here. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is simply, I'm going to create a line here in between. Now, I will not move anything here sa ating drawing kasi nakaset na to sa roof framing plan. If i-move pa natin ang mga gutters and downspouts, definitely it would make our roof framing plan different. Okay, so gagawin lang natin simply dito is simply you are going to have these lines into triple line. So, yung dating style lang manual natin when you're going to have the roof framing plan, which is it shows the bottom chord and the top chord. So it means dalawang bottom chord na material and then one top chord, which makes it a 3 line. So I'm going to have ML S 0.05, then click lang natin siya dito so that it will, okay, sige, gawin na natin ML S 0.1 para medyo makapal din siya. Okay, so and then same procedure. Now this line, I'm going to erase this one because it's not indicated sa ating plano. So itong copy, punta dito. Now I'm going to layer this right away with the wall. Okay, kasi these are thick lines. Now ito naman siya, I'm going to convert this one into fine lines because our concentration, or we have to give emphasis here, is yung ating trusses. Okay, so same procedure. I'm going to have ML dito, then place it on the opposite side. Same thing will happen here sa bottom part. Click in, then click here sa ating drawing. So remaining drawings, explode na lang natin siya, and then all the unnecessary lines must be removed. Okay. Then dito rin sa taas, remove natin siya, and then this one remove. Okay, so once you already have these 3 lines here, I'm going to automatically layer these drawings with the wall because yun ang pinaka-thick line ko dito. And then this one, I'm going to also have this wall. Okay, so before we proceed further, allow me to go back here because there are some steps that you need to take care. Okay, so here are some steps on how to drop your roof framing plan. Now, una-una, the floor plan shown determined in an event of an extent of an roof if from drop of roof framing layout. So you need your floor plan. Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina sa unang procedure natin, you need your floor plan. Now, locate the position of main trusses and secondary trusses, hip trusses, and rafters. Now, we already have here our first trusses and secondary trusses. All we have to do here is what you are going to have here is yung third trusses natin. So we have it until here, then another trusses na ilalagay ng half truss dito sa kabila. Now remember, it should be 3 line drawing, so I'll just add lines somewhere here. Okay, now I'm going to layer this drawing with a what we call object line, or what we call the wall. Then wall, and then line again dito, dito. So make sure sila yung lines na naka-express dito. Okay, so here we just remove this or simply explode, trim. Then hayaan lang muna natin ang mga lines dito na nag-mix. Okay, so explode, trim, and trim. Now it says here, this is the main truss, the half truss, and then yung truss 3. Now, other engineers, okay, yung mga civil engineers, they are going to add rafters somewhere here. Okay, so if you're going to divide the area here, line, in between, they are going to place rafter sa gitna so that it won't sag yung area dito sa baba. So here, and then still the same, no need kasi nag-iisang, hindi na siya tri-lines because it's only one. Okay, rafter lang, you know, of course it's rafter. So wall, and then simply do same procedure. Okay, click, and then wall. Okay, so I'm going to do the same dito sa kabila. Remember, always consult first sa isang engineer when you're going to drop any design regarding structural details, because they are the most expert in this field of specialization. So everything that you do sa inyong design, sa inyong residential plan, no, if you're still a student, always consult your instructor or your teacher if tama na ba ang procedure ng inyong design. Kasi syempre you need an expert advice, and as well as learning is really important. Okay, so for the last one here, line made between 2 points, click, and then position it here, and then dito. Okay, so just layer it right away with wall, and then we already have our truss. Now later, ano pa natin siya, ilalagyan pa natin siya ng design natin dito. Okay, so after dito, we are going to place here the purlins. It states here, determine the distance of the purlins. Remember, purlins varies from 0.60 to 0.70. So I'm going to, from the center line here, I'm going to offset 0.1 muna para sa ating purlins. Okay, then magre-rec ako. Okay, somewhere here to here as a set of our purlins. Okay, now we are going to offset here by 0.6 distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yung remaining isa, you can just add 0.05 dito sa side ninyo. So I'm going to rec here. Now sometimes if you want it even, simply you just have to divide this area kung ilan talaga ang accurately na kasya. So it's not always at 0.60. There are times they are 0.65, at times they are 0.70. So those are the distance ideal for what we call the purlins. Okay, so I'm going to remove this line, and then I'm going to highlight yung mga purlins natin, and then layer it right away with your fine lines. Okay, so if meron pa, just match drawing here. So meron pang natira, simply just type MA. MA again is a very powerful command that you can use so that your work might much more become faster. So we are almost done with our roof framing plan. Okay, so no need for us to place slope. Okay, kasi hindi na natin siya kailangan dito sa roof framing. Sa roof plan nakikita siya, pero ngayon hindi na, kasi it talks about the structural detail sa isang roof framing. So it says here, for the fourth instruction, finalize the drawing by darkening or inking the lines. Now for manually, this is being done. You have to finalize your line with use of HB pencil. If you are using technical pen, you have to use the point that is really intended for this project. Okay. Then remember, label the roof framing plans, the roof frame members. So this time we're going to add text for this area. Okay, for example, type T. I'm going to type this as truss 1. Okay, so I'm going to highlight this one and then increase the size by 0.25. Okay, and then I'm going to place this as text. Okay, so copy. Okay, and then place it here. Now, because these two are what we call the whole trusses. Ngayon, ito namang dalawa, i-rotate natin to siya by 45 degree. So, tab, 45 degree, enter, and then automatically, I'm going to move this one somewhere here. Okay, and then, by the way, before we proceed further, it is truss 2. Some people, they are placing it as half truss or HT. Pero some, they're using truss 2, which is understandable naman. So, I'm going to keep this file here, and then copy itong drawing na to, then place it somewhere here. Okay. So, move this one a little bit closer dito so that it won't. Okay, rotate 45 degree. Sorry. So this one, I'm going to place this truss 2, and then I'm going to mirror this object. F8. Yes. Then copy for this part. Copy. Undo the F8, and then place it in the most ideal position ng inyong process. Then after dito, I'm going to erase this one, and then I'm going to copy this truss 1. Now, it's very important for you to label everything, ha? So, truss 3, rotate this by vertically, then copy, and then place it somewhere here. Then, isa naman dito. Now, for the last one, itong mga rafters, I'm going to copy this one. And then I'm just place them or name them as R1. Okay. So, copy. Here. Isa naman dito. Isa dito. And then isa dito. Doing the same thing with the vertical rafters. Okay, F8, then copy on all 4 corners. Okay, after 1, and then here, and then here. Okay, so we already labeled almost everything. So ang gagawin na lang natin is simply to label, not to forget to label yung ating purlins distance. So click na siya, F8. Click here, and then you're going to type 2x3 purlins space at 0.60 meters both ways. Okay, so simply, if you want to use this on center, pwede din siya. Now, it's very important for you to use, ginamit ko lang dito talaga is 2x3 wood purlins. Now, it's either, ang roofing material natin ngayon varies from wood and metal. Okay? As you can see, metal right now is taking over the wood. Simply because cheaper cost ng metal, and then yung wood naman natin mas lalong nagiging mahal, lalo na yung mga good lumbers. So, if you're going to use the kind of material, it depends on what is the most ideal and available. Of course, if you're a draftsman, mas importante talaga, tanungin nyo muna yung may-ari if wood purlins ba or wood trusses ba gagamitin or metal. Okay? So, simply, I'm going to layer this one as text. Now, remaining here, okay, gutter line, downspout, DS is still the same. Nandito pa rin siya. Now, you don't have to place the what we call the material here because ipapakita naman to sa roof, what we call truss details. So, if you have what we call truss details here, we have, if everything yung ginagamit namin dati, kung ilan ang trusses meron dito, yun din ang truss details na gagawin mo. So, you have truss 1, 2, 3, and then rafter 1. Bali, 4 na drawings for trusses ang kailangan mong i-prepare for the truss details. Okay? So, simply, once you're done here, once you are done with labeling, so dito naman, all you have to do, ang remaining natin is to edit this one, roof framing plan. So, just pull this one here and then extend this little line here, and then I'm going to move yung scale natin. Now, it's very important to place the scale para alam ng engineer at mga worksman kung ano ang anong scale ang ginamit mong sa inyong drawing para madali nilang ma-measure kapag kailangan. Okay? Click lang natin siya. So this is what we call the hip roof truss detail. Now there are also kinds of roofing that we have. Common natin, we have the gable. So sa gable, we only use truss 1 because it's only falling on 2 sides. Okay? So isa dito. No? If you're going to look at the roof framing plan ng gable detail, is this one. Okay? So dalawang sloping position. Now, for the most famous shed roof now, the most cheaper cost na roofing style, and then most efficient din siya kasi madali siyang i-install. So ito ang shed naman. Okay? Now, here is the roof framing plan ng isang shed. Okay? So, if you prefer, depende sa inyo kung anong style ng inyong elevation. Pero, since we did use this roof framing plan sa ating floor plan or roof plan, so you have to follow this one. Okay? So, this is how you're going to draft your roof framing plan. So, if you are going to plot your work, of course, here, so sa naman tayo, double click, access the drawing file. Okay. As always, 1 is to 10. Okay. I'm sorry, 10 is to 1. Okay. So, roof framing plan, double click lang sa labas, and then you are good to go to plot your work. Okay, so that's how easy you are going to draft your roof framing plan. Now, remember, no? I did mention a while ago na kung walang kayong definite na floor plan, you need to have a floor plan first as your basis on guide sa pag-draft ng inyong roof plan, and comes here for the roof framing plan. Okay? So, importante talaga yung guides ninyo. So, here, so plot A4, iso full bleed A4. So, I'm going to plot this work. And then, let's check. Okay, so here is our roof framing plan. Okay. Thank you once again for supporting our channel, and then of course it helps our students on their AutoCAD works for high school and senior high schools. And even if used for college, pwede naman siya. Okay? This is Coach Jin once again, and thank you, and mabuhay po tayong lahat. Hanggang sa susunod na tutorial. Thank you.